I was kind of in two minds how to watch actually call this video. I was either going to call it something along the lines of, "You're probably going to hate this video," or "I'm not Hamza." I'm probably going to set on the second one, but that might be up in the air. But you probably stuck around if you're watching this. You know, I've been posting on Hamza's Discord, and I've got into stuff with him because of Hamza, and I've got a lot of gratitude for the guy as well. But I'm not him, and I'm going to say that very clearly right now. You know, I'm not Hamza. Because one thing, well, not one thing, because many different things, but one thing majorly, you know. Hamza's a straight male. I'm not straight. I'm bisexual. And by that very fact alone, I'm probably going to lose some subscribers. If you're looking for a guy who's going to teach you about how to hook up with girls, SMV, all that kind of stuff, you know, go to Hamza's channel. He's got a lot of good videos on the subject, you know. I'm bisexual, so I'm going to have things from a different point of view, really, I guess. And I'm kind of awaiting people to leave the channel. I'm kind of expecting my subscriber count to go down because of that fact. Because it's a very strange thing. I say that's strange. It's not very strange, though. The self-improvement space is quite predominantly straight, male-dominated space, really. And even those words in themselves are going to fucking trigger people. They're going to set people off, you know, when I start talking about these polos and things. But I don't think that should be a bad thing, really. Everyone's welcome in the self-improvement space. That's why I'm here, essentially. That's kind of one of the reasons I actually decided to make my channel, because Hamza didn't speak to me completely. He spoke to me in terms of, like, you know, growing up, being brown, you know, being unconfident with girls and not being in good shape, having poor mental health and having, like, addictions and shit like that. But he obviously can't speak when it comes to the areas of, like, guys and dating and things like that, and the things I'm interested in. And so, if anyone's watching this and you're kind of struggling, or you're bisexual or gay or whatever, you know, with your sexuality, that's okay. You're welcome in this space, you know. I'm not saying the safe fucking space, because, you know, fuck that nonsense. You need danger to survive. But I am saying this channel, this vision, what I have is going to be different to Hamza's, because I don't 100% sure if I want to be a father. You know, Hamza's pretty certain his purpose. He wants to be a father. He wants to get a wife. He wants to settle down. That's fine. I kind of take first man's view a little bit, where he doesn't really believe in marriage. But even if I don't have a kid, like I don't have a concrete path for myself where I see myself setting up. Right now, in this point in my life, I don't see myself with a woman. I see myself as a man. I don't have that exactly demarks me as being purely bisexual or gay or what have you, but just that's where I see myself. I see myself having, like, a boyfriend or even a husband one day, you know? And that's okay to say. I've got to tell myself that, because this is such a fucking... I've had so many complexes, like, since I was, like, 13 probably, and realising that, you know, I wasn't exactly 100% straight. I thought I was just purely gay for a bit, but then I realised, no, women are also hot too. And now I'm kind of in the era where I like feminine energy, but I like feminine energy more from guys than women. I mean, some might say it's a bad thing, some might say it's against nature, some might say it's, you know, it's wrong, it's sinful. And if you can believe that, guys, you know what? You know, this channel isn't for you. You know, I've got to be my authentic self here, you know? I'm not an expert of relationships myself. You've known, I'm a fucking anxiously attached bitch, you know? I get crazy over people. I'm still working on myself, you know? I've not got all the answers when it comes to this shit. I've not got, like, the fucking body count and all that shit like Hamza. That's for other people who are way more experienced, with way more practicality in dealing with that kind of stuff to kind of address, really. But I guess maybe this comes back to kind of another point of Hamza, where he talks about masculinity and all that kind of stuff. And I've got my own complicated relationship with masculinity, maybe, you know, because most of my life I felt growing up I wasn't very masculine enough, you know. I felt I was often shy, bookish, quite fat. I've got, like, pretty much got fucking tits, got, like, gynomastica, which means basically I have man tits. So that's another sort of issue. Well, not an issue. I've kind of come to terms with it, accept my body, but that's always been kind of an issue as well, really. Having that kind of, like, unmale looking physique. And I've not been, like, on the weightlifting journey for as long. I've only started in August, so yeah, I've not got that kind of stuff to come with. But what I have got is, I guess, more the spirituality side of things, you know. I've been meditating for 10 years, and I've just got my own view on things that's a bit queerer, I guess, you know. Maybe that's my kind of goal here, to kind of queer up the self-improvement space. And I'm guessing by just saying that very word, I've probably lost, like, 10 subscribers or something like that, you know. But I have to be my authentic self with you guys. I can't be Hamza. I'm not Hamza. I wouldn't want to be Hamza anyway. He's a completely different man with different experiences, you know. I used to lionize this guy and put him up on the fucking pedestal, but all he is, and somebody else, it wasn't my word, somebody else, I think Chris, he's another great YouTuber who's also on the self-improvement grind, also on Hamza server. He said he's just a man who did his habits and recorded himself in front of a camera. That's it. And you know, he's got that 10 out of 10 physique and all the good shit, and you know what, that's basically it though. He's just a man who's done all that good shit. That's it. You know, he's no different to you or me. And if my story doesn't resonate with you, or my view on things, or my take on sexuality and masculinity and all that kind of stuff, I encourage you to start your own YouTube channel. Start your own YouTube channel where you can actually espouse in your thing, espouse your sort of view on things. I can't remember who said it, you know, but like, I think it's Chris First Man. Yeah, it was just great shit. He said, like, you know, the goal for women is usually just like motherhood and child rearing, and well, I may be veer on that. I don't think it's 100% correct. The goal for every man though is going to be wildly fucking different. My goals are not Hamza's goals. My goals are not your goals. Your goals are my goals. What we want as men, anyways, in a sense, or at least people with masculine energy, like running, I don't know, butch lesbians or whatever who might be watching, people with a more masculine drive, they want to achieve goals and go out into the world and do things, you know. I've got goals like, I want to learn how to teach yoga, for example. I maybe want to, like, you know, go and meditate in a retreat, you know. I want to go and, like, you know, explore the wilderness of Mongolia. Like, I hear it's so fucking quiet out in Mongolia, you can hear your heartbeat. I want to experience those kind of things, really, yeah. And those aren't going to be your goals. Your goals might make like a killer business or a killer app, you know, or be on the FTSE 500. You can download a stock and shit like that. Whatever, you know. My goals aren't your goals, but I am bisexual and I see myself with a man in the future. Or, well, I'm talking to a guy now anyways. And that's kind of where I am. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, you know, that's who I am. And if you feel like you can't watch this channel anymore because our goals don't really align, then that's fine, you know. Go on your way. I wish you all the best. But yeah, I feel like this has been a long time coming because I've always been kind of scared to talk about this shit, you know, and kind of like dance around it. Or I may have mentioned it here and there, but I've never really actually sat down and said, yeah, I'm bisexual. I like men as well as women. More men, more actually, to be honest. With a particular weakness for femboys. And this is, okay, I'll come on to this thing now, actually. The whole idea of, like, you know, the crisis of masculinity. It's going to sound very weird, and probably people aren't going to agree with it, but I don't think we're in a crisis of masculinity. I guess what you could say we're having is, like, you know, women are obviously becoming more choosy, and they have more, I guess, buying power, and men aren't as valuable. And therefore, there are more men who essentially aren't going to be able to date with those women as commonly thought. So men themselves who aren't masculine enough or don't meet that kind of masculinity matrix, you know, they might become more feminine, and there's more acceptance, at least anyways, for femboys being a thing, which I have real weakness for, you know, calling out to all femboys, but that's kind of a thing, really. It's kind of a trend we're seeing, and we can either sit here and say, nope, we return to the old ways, you know, this is what happened before the fall of Rome, the empire's falling, all that shit. We say, you know what, this is the new paradigm. You know, I don't know what things we'll be looking at in 10 years, what the new hotness is going to be in terms of like gender or identity or whatever, whether we're all on the Neuralink or that kind of shit, but we're in this world now, you know, where gender and things are that a bit more fluid and lax and flexible. I say bring it on. I don't sit and say that men should be always classically masculine. We need kind of a balance of that divine feminine masculine energy, you know? We need to embrace those traits and embrace who we are today. At least what I'm trying to do as well, you know, trying to embrace sort of the feminine side of things, the feminine side of myself, as well as the masculine, or trying to bring the masculine up as well as the feminine, because I've always tried to, like, go one way or the other, you know, with those two things, but I never felt comfortable in either, really, so. But it feels good to be able to get the shit out, you know? This is who I am. I don't know what the fuck this pose is, but ouch, my shoulder popped out, but this is who I am, this is my channel, this is kind of what it's about, really, kind of like, you know, being a bisexual guy in the self-improvement space, and what that kind of means for me, really. I don't know what it kind of means exactly. Hopefully I'll just find a boyfriend who's on self-improvement. Maybe that's all it means. Maybe it means something more. Maybe we can get more, like, feminine guys on self-improvement who can still improve. They don't have to be masculine to be on self-improvement. That's kind of the thing, really. You can still be feminine and have a feminine energy and a feminine sexual essence and still be on self-improvement. I don't think I can hash out an entire dichotomy as easily as you can, you know, men are meant to be fathers, and this is the way history was, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you disagree with me. Tell me in the comments, download this video, you know, leave my channel and leave my Discord, that's perfectly fine, you know, you've every right to. But I've every right to put out my message and say, this is my channel, this is what I'm doing, because I'm not Hamza, but I am going, you know. That's another thing, I've got to go on about my name or some shit like that. I'll do another video. But yeah. This is who I am, this is what my channel's about. And I don't think it's really a crisis of masculinity we're in now. It's more like people are more free to be what they want. And okay, I'll go on this a little bit. It tends to be that when people with masculine energy go towards the feminine, it kind of does correlate, unfortunately, with a lot of degenerate behaviors, like just like video games, watching porn. Like, I wish there was kind of a healthy way people could become femboys, I guess, if this makes any sense. I don't know. It's interesting, really. But like, if you get a woman, they become more masculine. They're not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the concrete answers, and I think it's very hard to draw a heuristic for like a very strange thing we're seeing now. You know, but strange or not strange, it is what it is. You know, and I'm gonna be here for it. Anyways, take care, guys. Remember, choose purpose over pleasure.